Sur Di Maria, Yanagay qui a hésité à frapper. Tirez-moi le but de Yanagay, la faute.
Football isn't just about fancy footwork and stunning goals anymore. These days, it's also a high-stakes financial game where clubs compete to rake in the big bucks. Let's take a closer look at the teams that are scoring goals both on and off the pitch. Rounding out our top 5, we have Manchester United with 745.8 million euros. They're like that friend who peaked in high school but still makes good money riding on their reputation. Despite their on-field struggles, United remain a commercial juggernaut. Here's why. Number 1. History and fan base. They've got more fans worldwide than some countries have people. It's like they're running their own small nation. But instead of taxes, they collect merchandise sales. Number 2. Commercial powerhouse. If there's a product out there, chances are United have slapped their logo on it and sold it. From noodles to tractors, they've branded it all. It's like they're playing a real-life version of put a logo on it. Number 3. TV appeal. Love them or hate them, people tune in to watch United play. It's like a soap opera. Even when it's bad, you can't look away. Number 4. The Theatre of Dreams. Old Trafford isn't just a stadium. It's a tourist attraction and money-printing machine rolled into one. It's like Disneyland for football fans, but with more meat pies and less Mickey Mouse. United proved that in football, nostalgia sells. They're living proof that you can go through managers like tissue paper and still rake in the cash. Barcelona clocks in at 4th with 800.1 million euros, which is pretty impressive considering they were on the brink of financial ruin not too long ago. It's like watching your friend blow their paycheck at the casino, then somehow win it all back on the last spin. Barcelona's financial journey has more twists and turns than a telenovela. Number 1. Messi dependency. For years, their strategy was basically give the ball to Leo and sell his shirts. It worked until it didn't. When Messi left, it was like watching your favorite restaurant lose its star chef. Number 2. Overspending. Dependence on Messi made Barca a bit overconfident in the market. They were like a kid in a candy store with their parents' credit card. Turns out, you can't just keep buying £100 million players without consequences. Who knew? Number 3. Creative accounting. Let's just say their bookkeeping was more creative than their midfield play at times. It was like watching a high-wire act without a safety net. Number 4. The Great Reset. New management came in, made tough decisions, bye-bye Messi, and started rebuilding. It was like watching a reality TV show about extreme home makeovers, but for football clubs. Number 5. Leveraging assets. They sold off parts of future TV rights and their in-house production company. It's like pawning your TV to pay the rent, but on a much bigger scale. Barcelona's story is a reminder that even the biggest clubs can stumble, but with a bit of belt-tightening and some financial acrobatics that would make a gymnast dizzy, they've managed to stay in the big leagues of money-making. PSG strut into 3rd place with all the swagger of a Parisian model on the catwalk with 801.8 million euros. They're proof that football and fashion can go hand in hand, especially when both have deeper pockets than your favorite pair of cargo pants. How did the French club become such a big deal? Let's break it down. Number 1. Qatari billions. Much like City, PSG got a massive cash injection from oil-rich owners. It's like they won the lottery, but instead of buying a fancy car, they bought, well, all the fancy cars and the best players to drive them. Number 2. Star power times 1,000. They don't just sign players, they sign superstars. Neymar, Mbappe, Messi. It's like they're collecting footballers like Pokemon cards. Gotta catch 'em all, seems to be their transfer policy. Number 3. Marketing magic. PSG isn't just a club, it's a lifestyle brand. They've collaborated with everyone from Jordan to Dior. It's not just about selling jerseys anymore, it's about selling a slice of Parisian cool. Number 4. Dominating domestically. It's like they're playing a different game from the rest of French football. While others are playing checkers, PSG is playing 3D chess. PSG shows if you can't beat 'em, buy 'em, and then slap your logo on some fancy sneakers while you're at it. Coming in second, we have Manchester City with 821 million euros. Talk about a glow up. They've gone from mid-table mediocrity to financial powerhouse in a blink. It's like watching the nerdy kid from high school return to the reunion as a tech billionaire. City's rise to the top is like a fancy football fairy tale. If that fairy tale involved billions of dollars and a lot of lawyers, here's how they pulled off this Cinderella story. Number 1. Sugar Daddy investment. When Sheikh Mansour decided to buy a football club, he didn't just open his wallet, he opened Fort Knox. The influx of cash was so massive, it made other clubs' transfer budgets look like loose change found in the couch cushions. Number 2. Smart recruitment. Both on and off the pitch, City have brought in top talent to build a winning machine. They've assembled a dream team of players, coaches, and executives that would make any Fortune 500 company jealous. Just look at the present. Outgoing Siki Begiristain is being replaced by the highly rated Sporting Lisbon's sporting director, Hugo Viana. That's how easy it is for them. Number 3. Youth development. Their academy is churning out stars like a football factory. It's like they've got the secret recipe for creating world-class players, and they're cooking up a storm. Number 4. Diversification. The City Football Group owns clubs worldwide, spreading their brand and risk across the globe. It's like they're playing a real-life game of Football Manager, but with actual billions at stake. City's approach shows that with enough cash and a solid game plan, you can buy your way to the top. Just don't ask too many questions about financial fair play, okay? It's a touchy subject that's more complicated than explaining the offside rule to your gran. At the summit of this money mountain, it is who else but the great Real Madrid, swimming in a cool 831.4 million euros. They're not just royalty in name, they're bathing in more gold than a dragon's hoard. And get this, they managed to boost their piggy bank by a whopping 113 million euros from the previous year. Talk about a glow up. But how did they become the Croesus of the football world? Real Madrid's success isn't just about their bulging trophy cabinet, though that certainly helps. They've mastered the art of global branding like a Jedi Master wields a lightsaber. Think of them as the Coca-Cola of football, recognized and loved worldwide, from the bustling streets of Tokyo to the sun-soaked beaches of Rio. Their secret sauce? Number 1. Star power. Real Madrid has always had a knack for signing the biggest names in football. Ronaldo, Zidane, Beckham, Mbappe. The list reads like a who's who of football royalty. These Galacticos don't just make an impact on the field, but are unbelievable cash generators off it too. They're walking, talking billboards that keep the cash registers ringing. Number 2. Massive fan base. With supporters in every nook and cranny of the globe, their merchandise flies off the shelves. From Madrid to Mumbai, fans snap up those iconic white jerseys like they're going out of style. Spoiler alert, they never do. Number 3. Savvy sponsorships. They've got more corporate partners than a networking event on steroids. From airlines to watchmakers, everyone wants a piece of the Real Madrid pie. Number 4. Stadium revenue. The Santiago Bernabeu isn't just a football ground, it's a cash-generating machine. Matchday revenues, tours, and events keep the money flowing even when the players are on holiday. They've recently renovated the Bernabeu and it has taken their revenue figures to the next level. Real Madrid proves that in football, the real gold doesn't always come from trophies. Sometimes it comes from t-shirts and TV rights. So, what can we learn from these money-spinning machines? A few things. Number 1, brand is everything. In modern football, your club isn't just a team, it's a global brand. The biggest earners have fans and merchandise buyers on every continent. Number 2, success breeds success. Winning trophies attracts better players, bigger sponsors, and more fans. It's a virtuous cycle that keeps the rich getting richer. Number 3, innovation is key. Whether it's PSG's fashion collaborations or City's global network of clubs, the top earners are always looking for new revenue streams. Number 4, TV rights are gold. A huge chunk of revenue for these clubs comes from broadcasting deals. Being in a popular league, hello Premier League, is like having a golden ticket. Number 5, star power pays. Big name players don't just score goals. They sell shirts, attract sponsors, and keep fans buying tickets. Number 6, financial rules are flexible. Let's just say some clubs have gotten very creative with how they balance the books. Number 7, global appeal is crucial. The biggest earners aren't just big in their home countries, they're a worldwide phenomena. As we've seen, the business of football is almost as competitive as the game itself. These clubs aren't just teams anymore, they're global enterprises with revenue streams that would make some countries jealous. But here's the kicker. All this money doesn't guarantee success on the pitch. Just ask Manchester United fans. It does, however, give these clubs the resources to compete at the highest level year after year. So the next time you watch a match involving one of these financial giants, remember, you're not just watching 22 players kick a ball around. You're witnessing a multi-billion-dollar business in action. And who knows, maybe one day we'll see a club break the €1 billion revenue barrier. Now that would be a goal worth celebrating.